a fractional equation. This square, or I guess the braces, the curly braces, whatever you call them, that means the fractional piece. So we want to solve this equation where the fractional piece of x is actually equal to this linear function. This is a decreasing function here, which kind of comes in handy, I guess. Now, so the fractional piece has got to be a number trapped between 0 and 1 since it is the fractional piece. Now I'm going to jump right into this more operational way of looking at the fractional piece. Let's take a look at maybe, I don't know, 4.8. So y'all, right here, if you take a look at this, this is, we're looking definition, but this is actually the definition of the Sawtooth function. Let's say that we have 4.8, okay, which is certainly a member of the interval 4, 5, and that's closed open. But you want a fraction to be strictly less, a proper fraction to be strictly less than 1. But that's a member of this interval 4, 5. And notice these are both integers. Okay, now we already know what the fractional piece is. It's got to be 0.8, right? But this is just a way to make it more operational in terms of solving these equations. So now, so what that says is that the fractional piece of 4.8, you know, my very deepest apology, that's supposed to be this same braces like this. The curly braces, I guess, is what I've heard some people call them. Okay, 4.8. Okay, is equal to 4.8. Let me just write over here. Okay, I always run out of room. Okay. Okay, is equal to 4.8. And this is a lot of trouble, but once we get this out of the way, the rest of it's straightforward. Minus 4, right? That's exactly, this would be playing the role of I right here, right? That's our I in this definition of the fractional piece defined in this interval. Okay, so that's certainly equal to 0.8. Now you're going, my God, you know, why'd you? But I'll write 0.8. 0.8 right here, folks, 0.8. And of course, that is a fractional piece. If you must know, that's the same as 4 over 5, right? So that's a proper fraction, 4 over 5. Okay, so y'all, anyway, I had to do that just so, because I thought this is an easier way to do things. You could also do the, you could subtract the floor from the x value, but I think this way is easier, actually. So what we know, this is also very important right here. Even though a line has infinite range, it's unbounded below, it can take on all negative values, value of 0, and all positive values. It's got to be stuck between 0 and 1 because, after all, it's equal to the fractional piece, right? Okay, that's very useful here because we get this, we know that x has to be greater than 5 because of that. And that's just manipulation of this inequality. In other words, I just manipulated the right-hand side of this inequality, and we get x is greater than 5, okay? Now, that indicates we should do this check right here, start at 5. Okay, it may be happening in that interval, okay? It may be happening in the interval 5, 6, right? Now, so when you work through this, it's a very straightforward linear equation. When you work through this, you get x is equal to 45 over 8, okay? And it's a very easy check. The fractional piece of 45 over 8 is 5/8, right? 45 divided by 8 is what, 5 and 5/8? 5 times 8 is 40, so you have 5 and 5/8. So this is the fractional piece. Now, when you substitute, that's what's cool about this. When you actually substitute this into this linear piece that's the right-hand side of the equation, you also get 5/8, right? That's kind of slicky. 5 over 8 here, 5 over 8. So that means 45 over 8 is one of the solutions, all right? And y'all, it turns out there's another solution, and I'll leave that to you to check. But if you check curly braces x equals to x minus 6, we're going to go up to 6 this time, and go through a similar process, you'll actually get right here. This will all imply, let me just write it right above here. You will get x equals to, let me check my notes. I just did it on paper. I'm just going to write the result down for you. you'll get x is equal to 25 over 4. Okay. Again, just to keep it on one page and let you guys check it out, make sure I didn't make any mistakes. You'll also get x equals 25 over 4. So the only two solutions are 25 over 4. This is a solution. And then the 45 over 8 is a solution. Kind of neat, folks, that's actually when the line evaluates to the fractional part of the number. It's the only time it can happen. All right, hope you enjoyed.